The advantage of not being picky is simple. Almost anything can become a meal. In the waters of the Amazon, scavengers are often nothing more than an appetizer. There isn't much flesh on them anyway. A true breakfast is something else entirely. A catfish nearly a meter long. Rich, heavy, and worth the effort. And with only a single main bone, it is easier to consume than most river fish. Within moments, only the head remains. The giant otter leaves it behind, and even that does not go to waste. Piranhas move in. Here, nothing is ever discarded for long. Even piranhas themselves may one day become prey for the otters. The Amazon carries more water than any river on Earth. Its flow surpasses the Nile, the Mississippi, and the Yangtze combined. Thousands of tributaries spread across 9 countries, draining nearly a third of South America. From this vast system rises the largest rainforest on the planet, a place so immense that some regions remain untouched by humans. The river begins high in the Andes, where melting snow starts a journey of more than 6,500 kilometers to the Atlantic, a long descent that shapes an entire world. In the upper reaches, a family of giant otters patrols the waterways. Nearly 2 meters in length, they move through the river with precision. Each morning, the father leads the group out to hunt. Fish are plentiful, but catching them demands coordination. The family works together, driving fish from deep channels into shallow water. Then they close in. After the encirclement, each otter secures a catch except the youngest. Hunting takes years to master. Fortunately, in this family, food is shared. Along a muddy channel lies a pool of astonishing clarity. Spring water rises from underground, filtered through layers of sand, emerging pure and transparent like liquid crystal. For some fish, this is a nursery. A pair of cichlids guard their young here. In such clear water, predators are visible from a distance. Many hunters hesitate to enter, unwilling to expose themselves. But camouflage can still deceive. A red fish slips closer, nearly invisible despite the clarity. The cichlid father detects the threat. Protecting his offspring is not optional. He drives the intruder away and remains on guard. He will not leave until his young are ready to face the darker currents of the main river. In another tributary flows a river unlike any other, a boiling river. Heated by geothermal forces beneath the earth, its waters approach 100 degrees Celsius. Any fish that enters would be scalded instantly. Lifeless, yet sacred to the Ashaninka people, they believe the river holds healing power. Whether it does or not is uncertain, but to them, it is holy. After only 6 or 7 kilometers, the boiling water merges with the greater Amazon. When November arrives, the rains begin. The river rises, sometimes by 10 meters. Vast areas of forest, nearly 200,000 square miles, disappear beneath floodwater. Few fish have adapted as successfully as the arapaima. They have endured for over 100 million years, surviving changes that erased countless other species. Their secret lies in their physiology. Seasons matter less to them. Like lungfish, they can breathe air. As floodwaters spread through the forest, Amazon river dolphins enter the submerged trees to hunt. The largest freshwater dolphins on Earth, they navigate a maze of branches and roots. Their pronounced melon focuses echolocation through the murky complexity, yet sonar alone is not enough. Fine hairs on their snouts detect the faintest shifts in water movement, revealing hidden prey. No matter where fish conceal themselves, the dolphins can find them. For some, the rainy season is abundance. Amazonian manatees feed heavily on floating vegetation. An adult consumes more than 10 kilograms each day. Water hyacinths multiply rapidly, covering wide stretches of water in weeks. Though abundant, They offer limited nutrition. Only half of what the manatee eats is absorbed. The rest returns to the river, enriching it. Their waste fuels plankton growth, forming the foundation of a food web that supports more than 3,000 species. Even digestion here shapes ecosystems. But abundance fades. The dry season arrives. Waterways shrink. Oxygen levels drop. Fish suffocate in isolated pools. Scavengers gather. Black vultures feed well during this harsh window. Yet Arapaima remain unaffected. They rise to the surface and breathe. Giant otters find hunting easier now, as trapped fish have nowhere to flee. As space contracts, tensions rise. Giant otters and caimans cross paths more often. When a caiman appears, the otter family unites. The mother carries her cub to safety. Together, they confront the reptile. In these waters, they are formidable. Surrounded and harassed, the caiman withdraws. The dry season does not last. Rains return. Rivers swell again. Arapaima lay their eggs and guard them carefully. When the young hatch, they rise together to breathe air, an instinct that must be learned immediately. They form tight formations, filtering plankton from the water like a living wall. As they grow, they shift to larger prey, small fish and shrimp among the aquatic plants. The mother remains nearby, watchful. From the Andes to the Atlantic, this is only fresh water flowing toward the sea. Yet along that journey, an immense and intricate world has formed, a system shaped by flood and drought, abundance and scarcity, and deep within it, many secrets still remain, waiting in the shadowed currents of the Amazon. And so the river keeps moving, from melting snow high in the Andes to the wide Atlantic horizon. The Amazon never truly rests. It rises, it recedes, it feeds, it takes back. Every season redraws the boundaries between survival and silence. Here, no creature is purely hunter or purely hunted. Giant otters defend their young with precision. Arapaima breathe air where others suffocate. River dolphins read vibrations invisible to the eye. Manatees quietly nourish an ecosystem simply by living within it. There is no drama added, no villains, no heroes, only adaptation. In a world this vast, survival is not about strength alone. It is about timing, cooperation, instinct, and endurance. The Amazon does not bend to those who enter it. It follows its own rules. And perhaps that is why it still holds so many secrets. If you felt the quiet tension beneath these waters, if you sensed how close life and death can exist without chaos, then you've seen what makes this river unlike any other. This is not just a place on a map. It is a living system, ancient, immense, and still unfolding. Stay curious, stay observant, because somewhere beyond the next bend of the river, another story is already beginning.